Hello guys, it's your boy Elksmar. Welcome to my channel. So I just kind of bought these online. This is a shoebox. So it was quite tricky, difficult for me to fix and put apart. And I think a lot of people might have kind of experienced this. So I kind of wanted to do this video so that we can see how we might actually fix them apart, together. So it comes like this flattened. This is the body. There's an instruction manual, and these are the parts you need. And of course, you don't really need much tools. You actually need your hands. And the thumb is one of the most useful tools you need here. This is the bottom part. So when you look at this part right here, it has the internal groove and it has the outer one. So this internal groove that is kind of in is what's going to be on the floor. So you're going to be working in this perimeter, and this is the cover. So eventually when you put these boxes, then you're going to use this to cover that. But there is something that's very important here. So if you look at this tab, these single tab here, these are the bottom part, like the bottom part. And these are also the bottom part. So you must make sure that when you're aligning them, this bottom part must face you or facing the bottom. So now let's get started. One more thing you're going to do is, if you have kids, you're working in the house, make sure that these things are away from kids, because they're plastics and they have very choking hazards, and they can also have trip and fall hazards. So make sure you're working safe and make sure everyone is safe, okay? So now when you get this now from the box, you bring it out, you just try to meter or bend them. So they're already your size, you can bend them into a rectangle like I'm doing right now. Just bend them. So right now, once you do that, you have it perfect. You can see through. You see that? Good. Now, the next thing you're going to do is try to meter or bend these sides as well. So this, I call them maybe the roots or the key, whatever you like to call them. So just kind of meter them as well. So when you have a perfect, perfect bend, that is very good. Then you turn the other side and try to meter them as well. Just put the two hands, meter. Perfect. So once you do that, you've got a perfect square. And in this case, it is a rectangle, okay? Now, looking at this, it is a rectangle. This is the longer part, and this is the shorter part. And now, looking at the instruction manual, basically they come in pictures, and of course, it tells you what to do. But it's not as easy as just trying to do it, because you try to make sure that you're doing the right thing. And then this is the first step. We've done all this. We've got all this part down. We're going to try to put this into these components, try to align them. So now it's suggested that you do this, trying to raise one part of it. So what I'm going to do right now is, I usually like to place this in a rectangle format, just directly opposite me, with these little tabs here, which is the bottom tab facing this right-hand side. Then I grab one part, and of course, try to, raise one part of it. So when you come to see the bottom, as I'm trying to put it here, so I try to put my hand here just to create a wedge. So once I put my hand here, I've created a wedge. So then I push it, and then I use my thumb. As I get this angle here, then I use my thumb, then push it in. Okay? So once I do that, I make sure everything is straight. So you hear the clip sound, that means here has entered. And then once it entered, it's going to look like this. So you're not done, you're just making progress. Then the next thing is to try to align it very well, like trying to hold it and make sure that they're straight. This is a little bit wobbly because it's kind of very flexible. So I like to hold it like this at the edges. These are the very good areas to hold it while you're pinning it down like this a little bit. So you just kind of straighten it up. So once you get that part in, so make sure you put a little bit of pressure at the end, the way I'm using my two thumbs here to do. So once you do that, the next thing you're going to do, just keep holding it, and then you use your thumb. That's the best one you have. So when you come in here, you kind of push it. You see this angle? Push it. Just try to kind of push it a little bit. And just raise it up a little bit, and just kind of, you can actually use this. Yeah, just kind of push it. And then you come here, you push. And then just make sure it's straight. In this case, it is that you push it. So once you do that, you keep holding and also push. Make sure everything enters very well. And then the last one you're going to do is the other side. So you push. So you see that. Then once it enters, just give it a little bit of gentle push. And that looks good. Turn it and then turn it this way. So how are you going to know if you got it right? These steps must be present. So you must be seeing this like the clip. So if you don't see that, then the shoebox is going to come apart. So once you're done here, the next thing you're going to do is to get the cover just right here. So this is the cover. Remember what I told you? These steps must correspond with these steps, okay? These are the bottom. And then that's going to be very useful when you try to actually, connect the stacks to create a box. So now, I usually like to walk in this position. That really works really perfect for me. And then what you're going to do is either you start here or you start here. But I like to start from the bottom. So you raise one angle and then you just kind of pin it like this. So you just kind of pin it and make sure everything is straight. Okay. Oops, going inside. Okay. I'll just do it this way so you can see. So when you just hold it like this. Yeah. So once you get that, you bridge it this way. You bridge it this way and then, yeah. I find this part a little bit more trickier because, you're trying to build on a very fragile, what they call it, a very fragile foundation. But yeah, just try your best, just raise it up and then try to keep it straight. That's the key. And then just gently push it in. So once you gently push it in, it enters. So once it enters, you're going to see an elevation of this side. That means you've got one side put in. So just maintain that. Then the next thing you're going to do, like I like to put it like this, once I just, shift it this way, then I try to keep it straight and then push down a little bit while keeping it straight, okay? So the only way I can do that is to use my two hands and then, try to get it straight. So I usually like to start from one angle. So you can see this angle looks like it's not perfect, but don't worry about it. So once you get it a little bit, you can see it's a little bit folded here, but just kind of pin it down here and then try to work your way this way. Try to get this side as well. As you're working on this side, you might hear a clip, and that means the other side actually cannot align very well. That is the way it works. So start to try to arrange this one as well. And then just carefully work your way. Okay, you see now, this one has entered. So as it enters, so just try to make it straight. Yeah, this is good now. So once everything looks good on one side, then focus on the other side. So you can see this side had popped up. So that's actually how to align them properly. So you just kind of push in a little bit. So as you're pushing it this one a little bit, you're pushing this one down a little bit. Just kind of, so if it goes in too much like that, just release it. So there you go. One more push and then, yeah. Okay, something. So you can see, if you look at here, you can see it's not properly entered. So you release it and then make sure it enters. It has to go in. Otherwise, it's not good. It's going to pop apart. So, okay. So now you can do it this way just to troubleshoot a little bit and see what is going on. Okay, you can see it's not properly metered. So you just bend it a little bit and then you push in. You're stabilizing it. Yeah, just make sure you stabilize it. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, once you see anything that doesn't look quite good, you can actually change your position, troubleshoot a little bit opening, and then you just push it and then give it a good push. Turn it again, give it a good push. There you go. And you can see the bottom, this and this and this and this. They're all on the same, side. Then this is the door. you're done. So you do the same with the different components, and then you produce as much as you can. So if you're looking at this right now, these are the ones I already did before. So I've been able to get like 3 boxes here. So now it is time for me to put them together, couple the boxes. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close the door. So what I'm gonna do right now is, the aim is to put this here and then slide it over to the left. And like I said, so if you get this tab here, this tab here, this tab here, this tab here, then it works very perfectly. So what I'm gonna do right now, I like to usually kind of slant the box so I can see. So, but you can actually leave it this way and just slant your head either. So right here you can see, make sure it goes in. So for you to see clearly, I'm gonna turn it over so you can see the back. So this is the back. So we're trying to put in here. So I start with one. You can see this one goes in here. Yeah, it is in now. And then you can turn it. Just feel free to move it around. It's quite flexible. So you see this one? You push it in. So once it's in, you're gonna know. You're gonna feel it. Okay, let's see. Yep. These visuals are very important. So you can actually, make sure you can see. Otherwise, you're not gonna know where it's going. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I need to just push it a little bit. Yeah. Maybe start from here. Yeah, if you bend it, it's gonna. Yeah, you hear that sound? That's it. So once you're able to push it in those 2 ways, you've got it. So push one side, and then you hold this way, then you push. That's it. Then do the same thing here. You hold it like this, you push down, then you slide in, and then it's good. Then this is the door, okay? Then when you push it in, it goes in. You push it out, comes in. So now you've been able to create like 3 layers. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 4 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And make sure there is no weak link in terms of these areas. Everything looks really good. Yeah, you turn this way. Everything looks really good. So you do the same thing. You can stash your boxes, and then depends on how many layers you have, you're actually going to create something like this. And then when you eventually finish, you're going to have very nice, solid, box where you can put your shoe boxes in. And this is very nice because you can actually close them, and they're kind of self-contained. So that's it, people. Well, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment down below. And if you do, I'll try as much as possible to see if I can answer the questions. Well, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.